Let's talk about rational expression basics. So rational expressions, it's a fraction. Typically, we use rational expressions to refer to fractions where the numerator and or denominator are made up of not just numbers, but exponential expressions. The properties of fractions still apply. Cancellation, A over AC over BC equals A over B. Factors that appear on both the numerator and denominator cancel. This is factors, not terms. So A plus C over A plus D, you can't cancel out the A on the top and the bottom. It has to be things that are being multiplied together and that appear on the top and on the bottom. So the first step to reduce a rational expression is to fully factor the numerator and the denominator. And then the cancellation has to be 1-to-1. So if a factor occurs more than once or as a square factor, then that same factor showing up once on the other level of the fraction only cancels out one of those occurrences on the other level. So examples of reducing rational expressions. X squared plus 4x plus 4 over x squared plus 3x plus 2. First step is to factor the top and the bottom. These are basic trinomial factoring. We have x and x. 4 is 2 times 2, and that's 2 plus 2 is also 4, so that works. And then 2 has to be 2 times 1 if it's going to factor, and 2 plus 1 is 3, so that works as well. The factor we have in common, there's an x plus 2 on the bottom that can cancel out only one of the x plus 2 on top. So the result here is x plus 2 over x plus 1. Next example, 8 minus 2x. We can factor out a 2 from the 8 and the minus 2x. And we have 4 minus x. On the bottom, standard trinomial, negative 12. So 12 is 3 times 4 that are separated by 1. If I do minus 4 and plus 3, that gets the negative 1 in the middle. So we have an x minus 4 here and a 4 minus x. So if I rewrite that 4 minus x as negative x plus 4, that's really negative of x minus 4. So if I just switch signs on each of those, so I can instead have this be negative 2 times x minus 4. If you want to switch the direction of subtraction, you can do that by factoring out a negative. So now we have the x minus 4 on the bottom and on the top that cancel, and we're left with negative 2 on top, x plus 3 on the bottom. All right, next we have multiplying rational expressions. Multiplying rational expressions, pretty similar to just reducing, because just the top gets multiplied by the top, bottom gets multiplied by the bottom. So you factor everything, and then factors that appear in a numerator and a denominator, whether the same of the two fractions being multiplied, they can cancel with the other fraction as well. Leave the result in factored form. So if I rewrite this, so I'm factoring the tops and the bottoms, so we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 is, so it'll be x minus 1 times another x minus 1. There's a whole other set of videos over factoring, so I'm not demonstrating that process here. It's just part of what's being used to do this. On the bottom, x cubed plus x is x times x squared plus 1. And then 4x squared plus 4 is 4 times x squared plus 1. And then x squared plus x minus 2, x plus 2 times x minus 1. So now we have an x minus 1 on the top and the bottom canceling, an x squared plus 1 on the top and the bottom canceling, and nothing else matches. So now I just rewrite everything on the top, multiply together. 4 times x minus 1, and then everything on the bottom, x times x plus 2, and there's the final result. Dividing rational expressions, similar to multiplication, just an extra step of flipping the fraction that's being divided by. So a over b divided by c over d is a over b times d over c. That can be written with a division symbol or as a fraction over a fraction. So I would do this as 2 steps, rewriting as multiplication and then the factoring and the canceling. If you try and do the factoring as you're rewriting, then you're just that much more likely to forget to flip. So this is x plus 3 over x squared minus 4 times x cubed minus 8 over x squared minus x minus 12. And then I factor that x plus 3. I'm just going to put parentheses around that to remind that that whole numerator is a factor. X squared minus 4 is x minus 2 times x plus 2. X cubed minus 8 is x minus 2 times x squared plus 4x plus 2. No, that's not right. I'm trying to remember you don't have to have memorized the difference of cubes factoring, have it written down or somewhere that you can look it up. But this is x squared plus 2x plus 4. And that doesn't factor anymore. And then x squared minus x minus 12 is x minus 4 and x plus 3. All right, so we have x plus 3s that cancel, x minus 2s that cancel. And then we end up with x squared plus 2x plus 4 over x plus 2 times x minus 4 for the final answer. So that's rational expression basics.